Google Cloud Accelerate 26 Health and Safety Induction. The Health and Safety Induction introduces the key safety issues and procedures that apply to everyone on site. We must uphold the highest standards at all times to ensure both safety and professionalism are maintained. In the event of an evacuation, do not try to take tools or personal items with you. Follow signs for the nearest exit, go to the nearest assembly point, and wait for further instructions from event staff or emergency services. On discovering a fire, break the glass on the nearest manual call point, which are red in color and located throughout the exhibition center. Only tackle a fire if you have been trained, it is minor, and it is safe to do so. Always ensure there is a safe exit route before attempting to use a fire extinguisher. Remain calm and inform people within your vicinity. Just a quick note for everyone, we're currently in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is an important time in the Islamic calendar. Many Muslims fast from dawn to sunset, which means no food or drink during daylight hours, including water. You may be working alongside colleagues who are fasting. They're still fully committed to the job, but energy levels can vary, especially later in the day. No one is expected to change their routine, but please be mindful where possible. Try to avoid eating or drinking directly in front of someone who is fasting. A bit of awareness and consideration goes a long way. As always, keep an eye on each other and speak up if you need a short break. A toolbox talk is a short safety meeting, similar to a mini induction, designed to raise awareness of potential hazards and encourage safe working practices. These talks may cover a wide range of topics, such as hazard recognition, the use of personal protective equipment, emergency procedures, and job-specific safety issues. Bernie. Alongside completing this induction video, the health and safety team will be present on site to provide advice and to ensure that site safety rules and safe systems of work are being followed correctly. If the health and safety team asks you to stop work and attend a toolbox talk, do not take it personally. They may have identified something that could affect your safety and may be able to suggest a safer and more effective way of carrying out the task. When you are on site, the minimum level of PPE will be a high-vis vest and safety shoes. Nobody will be able to access the site during the build and derig phases unless they are wearing the correct level of PPE. Any additional PPE will depend on the work you are doing. Things like hard hats, gloves, eye protection, and hearing protection may be necessary. If you are working at height, you will need to wear a full body harness and lanyard as part of the fall arrest system, along with a hard hat with a chin strap. It is your responsibility to arrive with the correct levels of serviceable PPE for the job. If you do not have the correct levels of PPE, you will be asked to leave the site. Manual handling is the lifting, setting down, pushing, pulling, carrying, or moving of a load by hand. Where possible, avoid hazardous manual handling and use mechanical equipment such as forklift trucks, trolleys, or pump trucks. If you do need to carry a load by hand, always use the correct manual handling techniques. Your supervisor and the health and safety team can provide advice and guidance when you are on site. Slips, trips, and falls are a major cause of work injuries. Please clean up any spillages as soon as possible. If you need to go away to get cleaning equipment, put a sign or barrier up to stop people slipping until you get back. Trips are mainly caused by obstructions and uneven surfaces in the walkways. To stop people tripping, make sure work areas are clear and people can see where they are going. Remember these simple rules. Make sure walkways around the sites are kept clear of obstructions. Keep your work area clean and tidy. Make sure there are no distractions that might prevent people looking where they are going. To prevent slips, trips, and falls, everyone needs to have a see-it, sorted attitude. Avoid working at height wherever possible. If you must work at height, use a safe platform such as scaffolding, mobile elevated work platforms, mobile towers, or ladders. Everyone working at height must wear a full body harness with a lanyard fixed to a suitable anchor point. Mobile elevated work platforms require relevant training before use. Mobile scaffold towers must be built by certified workers with outriggers installed above 4 meters and wheels locked before use. Ladders are only for low-risk, short-duration tasks and must be set on a firm surface at a 1:4 ratio. Always tether your tools and set up exclusion zones below. Hard hats with chin straps must be worn at all times, and do not use mobile phones when working at height. When working with tools and equipment on site, please follow these rules. All tools must be in good condition and inspected by the user prior to use. Tools are only to be used for the task intended, in line with the manufacturer's instructions. All personnel using tools and equipment must be competent, trained, and experienced. All tools are to be properly stored to avoid damage and trip hazards. Any damaged tools and equipment should be removed from the workplace immediately. All tools need to be tethered while working at height. Ensure power tools are secured when not in use, so they cannot be accessed by untrained personnel. Use the appropriate PPE, such as eye protection, earplugs, and gloves when deemed necessary in the risk assessment. All electrical tools and appliances must be in good working order and visually inspected by the user before use. This includes checking the cables and plugs. Always ensure power tools are properly earthed. Never run power cables across pathways or access areas. This creates a trip hazard, and if a cable is pulled violently from its socket, it could cause sparks and start a fire. Always use the correct plugs and never place stripped wires directly into a socket. Do not touch loose or broken wires until you have confirmed that the equipment is switched off. Any damaged electrical equipment must be removed from site immediately and sent for repair, and never overload sockets with too many plugs. No hot works are allowed within DWTC. Housekeeping means keeping your work area neat and tidy, free from slip and trip hazards, and ensuring that waste materials such as paper, cardboard, and other fire hazards are removed. The best approach is to clean as you go, rather than leaving everything until the end of the day. A buildup of clutter and debris is not only bad for site safety, it slows work down and can cause trips, falls, and potentially serious accidents. If the site of excessive debris, spills, or clutter is accepted as normal, then other serious hazards may also be overlooked. So please keep on top of your work areas. A clean and well-organized site helps protect everyone and creates a safer, more productive, and more pleasant workplace. Fire safety is about two key things. First, preventing or reducing the chance of a fire starting in connection with your work. Second, if a fire does occur, knowing how to reduce its spread and intensity. Having the correct fire extinguishers and other safety equipment on site helps to control the risk of fire. It also ensures people can be alerted quickly so they can evacuate or even extinguish a fire before it becomes dangerous. Remember these simple rules. Store flammable substances and materials correctly. Report any faulty or unsafe wiring, as this is a major fire hazard. Never overload sockets or electrical circuits. Do not use damaged plugs, outlets, or cords. Keep work areas free from waste materials such as paper, cardboard, or other flammable items. And always keep combustible materials away from ignition sources. Smoking is only permitted in designated external smoking areas. These areas will be marked clearly. Dedicated cigarette bins are available for the disposal of smoking materials, so please use them. Do not discard smoking materials randomly on the ground. Smoking is strictly prohibited in all indoor event spaces. Drugs and alcohol are not permitted on any sites. If you are found to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, you will be asked to leave the site immediately and will be reported to your company. Please notify the health and safety team immediately of any injuries, accidents, or near-miss incidents. If an injury occurs, the casualty or a witness must meet with the health and safety team to complete an accident report form. Where necessary, the health and safety team will carry out an investigation into the incident. The medical first aid room is located on the ground floor next to Hall 5, near the information point. The medical first aid room is staffed by 7 medics from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Outside of these hours, door station security guards are fully certified in CPR and basic first aid. All contractors should have their own first aiders and first aid kits on site. Toilets will be at the concourse. Please follow signage. Contractors are to bring enough food and water for their workforce. It is your responsibility to look after your own welfare and the welfare of your team. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions about the site safety rules or any site-related matters, please speak to the health and safety team or the site manager when you arrive.